Welcome back to Let's Play Klonoa Heroes in Setsuko Star Metal versus Giant Moose or something that likely said. I didn't actually have time to try to read it. They're very sleepy though sometimes. Ow! They also hurt a lot. Also doesn't help I increase my defense at all. But thankfully I have a ranged attack because these things bounce. Like the majority, actually those things have really high attack if they try to attack you. They don't hurt that much if they bounce at you. But what makes Giant Moose dangerous is actually they bounce around everywhere when you hit them. So try to keep your distance as much as possible as you attack them. Just really what your secondary attack is really good for. Whoa! Item. Hello. That's over half my health. Man. Like I said though, I have nothing for defense at this point. Min-maxing at its finest. Moo! Moo moo! Moo! How are you getting overwhelmed by moos? I guess they're large moos, but seriously. I love... Oh, well, didn't advance at the right time. There we go. I love the amount of animation and all the little details you see in the sprites in this game, in the cutscenes. Because you don't see... You'd think it's going to be dull when you have just their little faces sitting there, but no, there's a lot to it. It's wonderful. There we go. Seem familiar? And finally, a unique song, too. This is one of the first songs we've heard that's actually new in this game. It's a very nice one. Besides that... Ta-da! So yes, say hello everybody to Gunts. His first, well, I'd say his first, but really his only real appearance in a Klonoa game. I mean, I could hardly count Klonoa here, or Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament, and would you really count beach volleyball? I don't know. But Gunts, yes, Gunts actually gets a serious appearance in a serious game. It's wonderful. It has a wonderful theme. Eh? It's beautiful animation. It just makes it so much easier to picture it happening. So you're the one picking flowers now, aren't you? Oh well. Ah, beautiful. First new weapon. This thing. Sword. This is actually what Klonoa ends up using in Namco Cross Capcom, if you've ever seen that particular game. Nice crossover game, but they haven't included Klonoa and Gunts. And their appearance is based off of this game. But... So, Wind Bullet, not my thing. The Wind Ring. This is the sword. It controls much more nicely. It's not my favorite weapon to use for Klonoa, but it is much, much more enjoyable. So there are different types of weapons. They control differently, aside from different variations of each of those weapons with different stats. So you'll find better Wind Rings, but this thing is a lot better. And for now, my attack's generally the same. So I don't lose much by switching over to this thing just yet. Although, at higher stats, when my stats are higher, switching from maxed out 2 slots to 2 out of 3 slots, well, going from max out slots to max out slots -1 will be a really big drop. It'll actually cripple your attack stat or any other stat. So you kind of need to get extra levels before you switch. You don't really want to switch over to a new weapon until you can max out its stats usually. Same goes for apparel, but for this it's pretty okay. Ta-da! Yeah, Gunk's probably got... oh, no. Ah, those giant moves got into our Bestiary is probably what happened. Heal, thank you. I don't know why I would waste my money at those ends. I'll go right here. Let's go. Were you? Well, whatever you say. Alright, so, Sword unfortunately has a no range attack, which does hurt it a lot. Makes it a lot harder to attack giant moves. But that aside, look at this. The nice thing about it is you can land multiple hits. It's really comfortable too, you just move quickly with it. Especially if you dash with the thing. You need to be really careful with using this attack though, because this is really reckless. This dash you can do as your secondary attack. Because it tends to just throw you straight into enemies. Ah, you jerk! I was wondering these things would appear. Ah, frickin' Suzus, I can't remember what else to call them. Mimics, they basically are. They're called Suzus for whatever reason. As most things in this game have really odd names. But, yeah, they appear in place of regular chests, basically. And whenever you open a chest, you'll see that I tend to attack right before approaching it, before I can actually open it, and that's why. Those things still tend to hit you a lot anyways, though. They're really annoying. Because they're everywhere. But anyways, as I was saying, this attack tends to just throw you into an enemy recklessly instead of actually hurting that enemy. Jerk! Egg would not be a bad thing to use right now, actually, but even that ramen, though I think about it, but I knew that was gonna happen, so it's all okay. Kiting is good with fast enemies. Kiting is not required in this game, though, for most things, which is nice. Now then. It's really nice getting around quickly with this thing, too. So when you're... I usually use this attack to move, actually, not to kill things. Because you can kind of afford to kill things with it right now, because you're so much more powerful than your enemies. But once you get to enemies that are at least as powerful as you are, or even just not much weaker than you are, it's really dangerous to use, because more than often you just end up getting hurt a lot. But hey, so the temporary decrease in attack stat is really offset by landing multiple hits. It's really nice. It just feels really smooth running around hitting with this thing, because you're not really attacking with a slow attack in front of yourself. You can actually just run around and have an area in front of you that deals damage continuously for a short while. For just a few frames, and can deal it multiple times. It's really convenient. Ah, Moo Feather. So this thing's a flying moo's feather, or wing, or whatever you want to call it. But this thing lets you leave a vision immediately. That is your kind of thing. Okay, so Offensive 2 is probably still a bad idea, but I kind of want to kill everything, so... Oh, we have an egg too many. We can't... well, we can't eat the egg. So we'll have to throw it away. All is fine. Yeah, so if you pick up too many of an item, because you don't figure out how many or which items you have until you leave a room, you'll be forced to discard something or use something. Ah, when you get to the end of the room. Well, that's why those freaking Suzus are hurting me so much. It's also why that giant Moo hurt me so much, because I have 2 defense. Don't do this! Well, I just did right there, for example. somehow, oh, that went well and then went really badly. So that Moo actually, when it bounced and hit me, it somehow missed me. I love the mental image of that somehow missing you. But that's why it's nice to have agility. But the reason I was saying don't do this in a giant Moos is because they bounce and do exactly that. Now, what I wasn't expecting to happen was that Moo attacking me immediately after it missed me. If that first attack had actually hit me, or if that bounce into me had actually hurt me, instead of missing me, that could have killed me, actually. Dying does suck in this game. Your only penalty is actually, aside from getting thrown out of the vision, your only penalty is losing half your money, but losing half your cash sucks. Like, this game does not give you an excess of money. I'm probably gonna get more eggs anyway, so as well. There we go. Now, it's really hard to hit those things without them hitting you, because they wait until they're close enough for you to get hit, or at least very, very close to that range, before they'll ever attack you, or before they ever appear. Get back here. Why do these episodes feel so short? I know they're 15 minutes, but my god, this one's almost over already. Oh man. Ah, new outfit. Oh, well, no. More stuff to sell. I should sell that soon, actually, so I don't end up getting all my... And it's gonna be awesome until I have issues with the accessory slots being full, because you only hold up 3 accessories at a time, but still. So the way item limits work in this game kind of varies with the item. Consumables, you can hold a certain number of each consumable. So for example, eggs, you can only hold 10 eggs max. You can hold 5 ramens max. You can hold 5 Moo feathers max. It's not, you can only hold so many items total. But then when it comes to accessories, you only hold 30 accessories total. So these things attack me? I'm surprised it didn't. Yeah, there's a general paranoia among all chests in this game that will never stop. If you time it right, yeah, there we go. You get 2 hits in. You wait until it's really close to you. Risk versus reward. Something else about dying, by the way. If you... Actually, this just applies to levels in general, but whenever you exit a vision, for example, by dying, and then come back, all the doors that you unlocked with keys will actually stay unlocked, which is really nice in some certain levels. You'll never have to pick up that key again. Even if you just complete the vision and come back, you'll never have to do it again. Hey! I meant to hit you. I meant not to get hurt. Oh god. Where are you going? Moo! Man. These drop some nice stuff at least, compared to other enemies nowadays. Experience isn't really doing it for me anymore. Experience. Same enemies for such a long time means I'm not really getting what you need. Ah, new win ring, which doesn't really help me, so I don't want it. Stats are the same as the thing I have now, which is nice, but not what I need. Oh man. Alright, gonna binge on eggs. Okay, well, maybe binge on 2 eggs. Klonoa's gonna eat a lot of eggs throughout this adventure, I assure you. And I actually have to eat it for this episode too. So I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, let's play Klonoa Heroes. These are as much shorter than I'd like them to be. Oh my god, I'm gonna have like 120 episodes of this game. That's actually my estimate. Ah dear. It's an RPG, guys. It's long. Bye, guys. But it's good and long. Klonoa needs a long game anyways.